supervises gaming. My name is Ben. Stay with Ever17. So, last time out, we got locked into the kid as our main protagonist. Lemu flooded, and the kid and you decided to try to see if they could figure out how to get out of here.
It's no good. It doesn't seem to open.
You said that after trying to move the door with your weight several times. These were the emergency stairs, or more accurately, it was the passage on the way there. The emergency stairs wound spiral-like around a fat pipe. If we followed these stairs, they would take us to the floating island, at least in theory. But now, right in front of us, stood a thick steel wall. The wall had a small watertight door, and if we couldn't squeeze through that, then we couldn't make our way any higher. This isn't the floating island yet, is it?
It's pretty obvious it isn't. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Not even. I mean, we haven't even hit Ever17, so we've still got a long way to go.
Ever17. Is that basement floor 1? You nodded. What does that mean in terms of depth? How deep is it?
Let's see. Spider stock is 102 feet deep, so... 90 feet, give or take, I guess. We've only climbed around 12 or 15 feet on these stairs.
90 feet deep. 90 feet sounded so close, but in any event, if the door didn't open up, then that was it. Hey, I wonder why it won't open.
Who knows? Maybe there's a secret spell or something.
Spell? You mean like Open Sesame? That kind of spell?
Ah, there you go, taking me seriously.
Well, what then?
You really want to know?
Yeah?
Maybe you better not ask.
Huh?
So, what are you gonna do? Do you want to hear or not? Which is it?
Well, let's not ask this time. I don't want to know.
Huh? Why not ask away?
But you said I better not ask, right?
Ah, you are so naive.
What's wrong with being naive?
Nothing's wrong with it, but you miss out somehow. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'll tell you.
I said I don't want to hear it.
Quiet, shut up and listen already. You were just talking about how the watertight doors start closing all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
That means that the doors closed automatically.
Closed automatically.
That means detected flooding and automatically shut the doors in areas that are in danger.
What's Lemmy?
That's what we call the main computer that supervises and manages all the electronic systems in the Lemu.
So what?
So what? So probably this.
Clang, clang. You knocked on the steel door with your lightly closed fist.
This was probably closed by Lemmy as well.
I see. So in other words, the other side of this door is flooded with water.
Probably.
Yeah, she'd been right. It really wasn't something I'd wanted to hear. The door was simply locked, so all we had to do is find a way to open it and we could climb up to freedom. But if the other side was full of seawater, then thinking beyond that was no fun. So what do we do now?
So we check out the other emergency stairs. That's all we can do, right?
You said it with a sigh and started heading downstairs. After that, We tried 2 emergency sets of stairs in the area, but both were a waste of effort. They were shut off by thick partitions. It was impossible to climb up to Sviatostock. I'm not sure what that means. I assume it's supposed to be you instead of Kittere, but whatever. According to you, there were a total of 12 emergency stairs in the Lemu. 3 of them were closed off, so that left 9. You and I walked around emergency corridors searching for those 9, but we met with a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end. And the watertight doors were completely shut, and there's no way we were getting them open manually. We gave up, headed out into the normal corridors to see if we could work our way around using them. And still, we met with a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end. Inside the sprawling Lemu complex, there's a web of several dozen corridors. We investigated each, only finding closed doors everywhere. It seemed hopeless. Both the normal corridors and the emergency corridors were sealed. All were blocked off. The only thing left for us to try was...
What you rid of stock? It looks like the only thing left is to go down the floor.
With the elevators out of action, the emergency stairs were our only choice. Thankfully, 1/3 of the remaining 3 stairways were still operating, which meant that even if there's no going up, we could still go down. You and I wound round and round the spiral stairwell until we reached Sviatostock, 3 floors underwater. Water. I muttered this without thinking when we reached the floor. As far as I could see, the floor is a sheet of water that had flooded in. It was about up to my ankles. There's water flooding in from somewhere else.
No, I don't think so. The water's not moving, is it?
Now that she mentioned it, there wasn't even a ripple on the water surface. There's no evidence that the water level is increasing. I looked around to be sure, but there weren't any signs that water was leaking from anywhere. Well then, what is this?
This must be from the water that washed us away earlier. I figure the seawater that pulled on Sviatostock flowed down here. Maybe via the emergency stairs or vents? I don't know how, but somehow it flowed down here. Hey, do you remember that saying? About how water flows downhill?
We entered the room from a door along the corridor. The room's massive ancient remains were steeped in water, making it seem just like the seafloor had risen up. As you and I looked around the wide room, our legs splashed water all over. Our drenched clothes were drying, so we didn't really feel the cold. The water on the floor was not as cold as I'd expected, but somehow walking in the water in shoes was, well, unpleasant. Finally, when we turned into a corridor, we heard an unexpected sound.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
We stopped and listened. Somebody was hitting something. Somewhere nearby. There are other people here.
Other people are left behind.
I don't think you should be quite that excited, but that's okay. We ran at full speed in the direction of the sound.
Hey, somebody. Somebody. Is there anybody there? Anybody?
2 girls' voices could be heard from within the elevator. You and I looked at each other and nodded.
Hold on just a little longer. We can open the door for you. Oh, alright, oh good. I was so worried that no one would come.
Well, the voice from inside sounded well. Alright, those are definitely 2 voices, but I only remember there being Sara in there. I guess we'll see. It did sound injured or weak.
Still, how are we gonna open this?
You place both of your hands on the door and push left and right.
Oh, why do we keep running into problems like this?
Want it open? I mean, obviously not, bro. Yep, there we go.
If you're paying attention, you'll be able to tell. You give it a try.
I switched places with you and reached out to try to open the door. Ugh. It didn't budge.
Come on, put some power into it.
I tried to put my fingers in the crack in the door, but my fingernails just barely squeezed in and there's nothing happening there. Ow. Blood started oozing from the nail of my index finger. But it was the digit next to that caught my eye. The thumb on my left hand. Hey. I noticed a distinct mark on it. On the meaty part of the thumb was a deep scar about a half-inch long. I wondered if I'd had it for long. The mouth of the cut was swollen and milky white colored.
Are you alright?
Her question brought me back to reality.
What? You're bleeding. Let me see.
You grabbed my left hand. I suddenly bent my thumb under, hiding the scar. For some reason, I didn't want her to see it. You took an adhesive bandage from her pocket and put it on the bloody finger.
I swear, you need so much looking after.
Thanks. My finger smelled faintly sweet.
The door's still won't open? But it seems there's someone that needs even more looking after than you do.
What should we do?
Oh, that's right.
You muttered. She searched around her pocket for something, and she took out a... I don't know what any of that sound is supposed to mean, but apparently it's drum roll, please. Ta-da!
A marker.
It was just a felt tip pen.
See this? You take it like this, then do this, round, around, around.
As she said this, you screwed the capped end into the space between the doors. The gap appeared.
See?
I jabbed my finger into the open space gap and started forcing the door open. The box inside, the part where people ride, was stuck right before arriving at Shutterstock. Above the door, jutting out some 20 inches or so, was the lower bit of the elevator box. It was at a height where if I stretched my hand out completely, it would just reach. And if we could get the box open, then it seemed possible to pull the people trapped inside over to our side.
Shoulder ride.
Use one word, said it all. As she implied, I stood in front of her and spread my legs, bracing myself.
Hey, why do I have to lift you up?
Huh?
I meant the opposite way around. In this type of situation, it's the stronger person's on the bottom, right?
Yeah, it's probably you, though. I went around behind you, wordlessly squatting down. He was wearing a skirt, after all. Well, one reason I tried to be on top was I thought I'd save the embarrassment. As I was thinking that, you straddled my head with your legs. I put both my hands on my knees, supporting myself, and stood up all at once. Her soft thighs hugged against my head. She was flush against the back of my neck. It was a bit nice.
Wait, hold on, we're almost there. Please help.
You took the marker and started prying it between the doors again. She stuck her finger in the gap. Then she opened the door with a flourish.
Wow.
With you on my shoulders, I looked up. A girl in a uniform was peeking down.
What?
Huh? I don't know why, but all three of us exclaimed at once. Just then, I felt something like an electric shock run through me. Severe lights went off in my mind, and I heard the sound of something snapping. I was suddenly dizzy. I lost my sense of balance and swayed back and forth. My vision and consciousness were overrun by white. I couldn't take any more. I fell to the floor like a marionette with its string snipped.
Oh, jeez.
なんで倒れちゃうのよ。危ないでしょ。
Why'd you fall like that? You could hurt
った
someone.
く、だらしないな、近頃の若いもんは。
Jeez, lazy. Kids these days are so lazy.
Things began to fall back into focus. I was lying on my back looking at the ceiling. The lights were shining down brightly. The girls were pointing at me and laughing. Their innocent faces were enveloped in celestial-like light, just like a couple of angels staring down from
ね
heaven.
え、大丈夫？
Hey, are you alright?
I didn't know why. It was a bizarre sense of something like deja vu that came welling up in my mind. It felt like I'd seen this all before. The angelic smiling faces somehow made me feel nostalgic, like it was a fragment of some familiar everyday scenery. I couldn't explain it, but somehow I had that vague sense about things.
あれ、なんで床が水浸しなの？水道管でも破裂したとか？
Huh? Why is the floor wet? Did a water pipe burst?
Oh, they don't know because I'm stuck in the elevator. I was about to answer, the girl
っ
cut
て
me
いう
off.
か、そんなことよりも。
Well, that's so important is...
こんなとこで何やってんですか、ナッキュ先輩。
Just what are you doing here, Naki-senpai?
The girl said this as she descended from the elevator, patting her clothes back into place.
それはこっちのセリフだってば。
I should be asking you that.
マヨはなんでこんなとこにいるのよ。
Maya, what are you doing here?
Mayo? The girl's name was Mayo?
なんでって、この制服見ればわかるでしょ。
What do you mean? If you take a look at my outfit, you'd know.
修学旅行？
You're on a school trip?
それは3年になってからじゃないですか。
That's for seniors.
あ、そっか。マヨはまだ2年だもんね。
Oh, right. Maya, you're still a junior, right?
はい。
Right.
じゃあ、どうして？
So what then?
先輩、覚えてないんですか？
Have you forgotten everything about your old school already?
え？
What?
特使ですよ。特使。
Volunteer activities.
救命館では2年生になるとボランティアの旅に行くことになってるじゃないですか。
At Kiwicon, juniors are supposed to go out and volunteer somewhere, right?
ナッキュ先輩だって今年卒業したばっかりなんだから知ってるでしょ。
Naki, you just graduated this year, so you've got to remember, right?
ああ、特使ね。
Oh, that's right, the volunteer program.
特使貢献奉仕派遣
The civil service volunteer program.
とは名ばかりで、実際にはただの協力的な集団旅行プロジェクトに過ぎなかったりする。
Well, that's the official name. It's really just glorified field
ど
trip.
うせまたあれでしょ。
Still the same old deal, how about?
建前はレミューで働くお姉さんたちのお手伝いをしましょうみたいなさ。
The girls go help out at Lemu for a day or something stupid like that.
ズバリそのまんまですよ。
You got it.
私の時はユナイテッドランドだったけどレミューに変わったんだ。
When I was there, I went to United Land, but I guess they changed it to Lemu, huh?
先輩見かけませんでした？他の生徒。
You didn't see any other students, did you,
救
Naki?
命館の2年はみんなここに来てるんですよ。
No, Kiwicon Junior College should be here.
見かけなかったけどな。
No, I didn't see anyone.
While the two of them were talking, I decided to take a peek at the elevator that Maya was stuck in. And I grabbed onto the entrance of the box and used my momentum to pull myself up. It was empty inside. I thought I heard two girls inside. I wonder if my mind was playing tricks on me. I let go of the elevator and jumped to the floor.
何やってんの？
Huh? What are you doing?
You asked me this when I turned to the ground. Let's see, this one doesn't appear to be my guide, so I don't know if it makes a difference. So we're just gonna hit don't ask. No big deal.
なんでもない？いきなり懸垂始めてなんでもないことはないでしょう。
No big deal? You suddenly start doing chin-ups on the elevator and you say it's a big deal?
It must just be my imagination. Forget about it.
やれやれ。どう して最近の若いもんはこう素直じゃないんだろうね。
No, why aren't all youngsters easygoing as days?
I have no idea what that sentence is supposed to mean. You shrugged your shoulders in an exaggerated way. It seemed like Maya was having a little trouble deciding how to react to his behavior. Maya would glance at me from time to time, but when our eyes met, she'd look away.
ナッキュ先輩、この人は？
Naki senpai, who's this?
ああ、この少年。
Huh? Oh, this guy?
彼はただのお客さん。
He's just a visitor.
さっき会ったばっかりなんだけど、まあいろいろあってね。
We just met a little while ago, but, you know, a lot's happened since then.
どうも、はじめまして。
Oh, nice to meet you.
There was something a little off about Maya's
で、
greeting.
こっちがマヨ。
Yeah, this is
高
Maya.
校の時の後輩なの。
I think this is supposed to... What? I don't know. She goes to your old high school? Nice to meet you too. But then again, my words are pretty stiff as well.
本当はね、松永サラって言うんだけど、
But her real name is Sara Matsunaga.
Sara, so why Maya?
松永サラ、
Matsunaga Sara.
ツナサラ。
Tuna Sara?
ツナサラダといえば、
Tuna salad is loaded with?
マヨネーズ。なんだって？ナック先輩にとっては。
Mayonnaise. At least for not cute is.
Huh, I see. I said that, but I still really didn't get it. I had the feeling that simple salad dressing was better suited to tuna salad. Well, whatever, it wasn't
と
important.
ころで、名前は？
By the way, your name is... Name...
君の名前。
Yeah, your name.
My name is...
思い出せないんだってさ。
He says he can't remember.
は？
What?
記憶喪失なの。彼。
Amnesia, that's what.
記憶喪失？
Amnesia?
そうなの？
Really?
Yeah.
へえ、すごいじゃん。
Oh, wow, cool.
Wow?
なんかちょっとかっこよくない？記憶喪失って。
It's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, like, amnesia.
影のある男的な匂いがするもん。
It sounds like some kind of, like, international man of mystery, like, kind of thing.
ほら、例えばさ、闇の組織に追われてる暗殺者みたいな。
Like, maybe you could be hunted by an underground organization of assassins or something.
Assassins. I wouldn't kill
だ
anybody.
から何言ってんなっつうの。
I keep trying to tell you not to take things so seriously.
記憶喪失か。
Amnesia?
本当にあるんだね、そういうの。
You really do have it, that amnesia thing?
Sarah kept staring at me as if I were something exotic, like Iron Angel, replete with a set of wings on my back. The divine and nostalgic feeling from before had vanished like an illusion. The three of us aimed for an exit. It goes without saying, but Sarah couldn't hide her surprise at the transformation the complex had undergone.
何これ？
What is
なん
this?
でどこもかしこも水浸しなの？
Why is the whole place flooded?
それどころか、誰もいないみたいだけど。
There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
While we walked, you brought Sarah up to speed with the situation while walking next to her. She had told her that you herself was working at Lemu. Now I had collapsed by the kiosk. After falling down, I was hauled to the infirmary. After finishing the story, you went on.
そしたらね、突然警報が鳴り響いて。
And then, you know, suddenly the alarm started ringing.
あ
Alarm?
れ？まだ君には話してなかったっけ？
What, I didn't tell you about this yet?
君が意識を失ってる間に緊急避難警報みたいなやつがアナウンスされたのね。
While you were out, they rang the emergency evacuation alarm.
原因はわからないけど、とにかく皆さん逃げてくださいって感じの、そんな内容だったと思う。
I don't know the why, but it said, anyway, everyone please escape or something like that.
マヨは知ってるよね。
Maya, you heard it, right?
はい。
Yes.
いきなりエレベーターが止まって中に閉じ込められちゃって。
Suddenly the elevator stopped and I got stuck inside.
そのすぐ後だったかな、警報が聞こえたのは。
I think it was right after that when I heard the alarm.
でね、その時救護室には私の他に3人の専属スタッフがいたんだけど、
And then there were 3 other staffers and myself in the
そ
infirmary.
の3人は外の様子を見てくるって言って出て行ったきり、待てど暮らせど戻ってこなかったの。
And the other they said they'd go out to check what was going on and never came back. I waited but nobody returned.
部屋に残されたのは私と君の2人だけ。
The only 2 people left in the room were me and you.
さすがに君1人を置き去りにするわけにはいかなかったし、
I couldn't just abandon the kid here.
それにね、その時私実はあんまり心配してなかったんだ。
And at that point, I wasn't really even that
きっ
worried.
と子供かなんかがいたずらして非常ベルを押しちゃったんだろうって、そのぐらいにしか思ってなかったの。
I figured probably some kid had just gone to push the emergency alarm button. That was all I thought was going on.
いくらなんでも子供のいたずらで緊急避難警報は発令されないと思いますけど。
I figured even with a prank, it must be serious for them to sound the emergency evacuation warning.
今考えれば確かにそう思うけど、
Well, now that you mention it, I
でも
suppose
そ
so.
の時の私はなんていうか、
But at that time, I was just, I don't
こ
know.
の少年のことで頭がいっぱいだったのよ。
I was worried about this kid.
You were worried about me?
うん、まあね。
Well, sure.
で、それからどうしたんですか？
Yeah, then what happened?
Everything after that was old news to me. Closing the watertight doors, or search for the emergency stairs to the floating island. And of course, you also told Sarah about how we got washed away by the floodwater. After that, you and Sarah did a complete check of Judasuk's corridors, but we met with a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end, after dead end. And the final place that we ended up was in front of a small door at the end of a narrow corridor. In the middle of the word Himmel was engraved. What is this?
さあね、こんなとこ私も初めて来たから。
Good question. This is the first time I've been here.
Saying that, you took hold of the doorknob. It didn't open. It didn't even budge. Next, you started tapping randomly on the 10-key display next to the door. You should have known it was a waste of energy.
これで全滅か。
So this is the end.
You punctuated this with a
全
sigh.
滅って、それじゃあ私たち。
The end? You mean where?
うん、
Yup.
閉じ込められちゃったみたいね。
It looks like we're locked in.
You weakly kicked the door. Following the sound, we went silent. The atmosphere around us was heavy. Both you and Sarah wore tired expressions, as if they couldn't even be bothered to speak anymore. It was a gloomy silence. To try to lighten things up, I said, "Hey, anyway, it doesn't do us any good to just stand around here. We gotta think of something."
方法？
Something?
Yeah, a way to escape.
何か明暗でも？
You have any bright ideas?
Well, let's see. How about... for example, we could try to contact the outside or something.
どうやって？携帯も通じないのに。
How?
Wrong voice.
How? Cell phones don't even work.
You're without a cell phone. You must have other means of communicating, right?
通信手段？
Means of communication.
そっか、制御室ね。
Oh, right, the control room.
なんで今まで気づかなかったんだろう。
Why didn't I think of that until
あ
now?
そこに行けば、少なくとも浮島にいる誰かとは連絡を取ることができるんだ。
From there, we should at least be able to contact someone on the floating island.
Yu's face lit up again. Next, light returned to Sarah's eyes as well. But... you did a fantastic heel stomp on the console in the control room. I don't know what's going on with Sarah here. It looks goofy as hell, and I like it.
なんでよ、なんで繋がらないわけ？
What is this? Why would it go through?
どうなってんのよ、一体。
What's the matter?
It looked like she were going rant? I don't know, whatever. No, she's already ranting.
ちょっと待ってくださいよ、ナッケ先輩。
Hey, Naki, wait a second.
Hey, what are you gonna do with that chair?
もちろん叩きつけるのよ。
I'm gonna smash in this stupid
そ
machine.
んなポンコツマシンなんかぶっ壊してやる、ぶっ壊してやる、ぶっ壊してやる。
Gonna destroy it, right? Smithereens, absolutely pulverize it.
落ち着いて、とにかく落ち着いてください。
Take it easy, just calm down.
これが落ち着いていられますかっつーの。
How do you expect me to stay calm in a situation like this?
通信回線が全部アウトってどういうことなの？
Then all the communication lines be down.
電話もメールも非常回線さえもつながらないのよ。
Email too, even the emergency line will go
こ
through.
んなことってありえる？
Is this possible?
わけわかんないよ。舐めてるとしか思えない。
I don't get it, something's wrong here.
Still, you don't have to destroy.
もう
Shut up, I've had enough.
Sarah and I restrained you and dragged her outside the control room. His eyes were bloodshot like a rabid dog. Somehow her fantasy-like outfit seemed out of place. Well, if it has to come to this, there's nothing else to do. Let's just split up again, look for an exit.
無駄よ。あんだけ散々探し回ったのよ。
It's no use, I've already looked everywhere.
But we haven't looked inside the rooms.
そうだよね。
Oh, I see.
秘密の抜け道みたいなやつが隠されてる可能性もあるし。
There might be something like a secret passage hidden or
そ
something.
んなのあるわけないでしょ。忍者屋敷じゃないんだからさ。
Yeah, there's no way, this is a ninja house, you know.
Anyway, let's just look one more time, alright?
拙者のように閉じ込められてしまったお方がどこぞにおるやもしれぬでござるからな。
Because he might be a helpless maiden trapped somewhere like I was.
ニンニン。
I'm off.
Alright. Well, that actually feels like as good a place to call for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see y'all next time.